So let's take a closer look at what's new. First off, the 126500LN has tweaked several aspects of its design compared to the previous reference, the 116500LN. Starting with the case, the lugs have been widened to make them more symmetrical looking than the previous generation, where the crown side lugs were thinner. The diameter is listed at 40 millimeters. However, when measuring from one outer edge of the bezel to the other, it clocks in at 38.7 millimeters in diameter. The watch certainly wears larger than what that number will indicate, yet for the most part, the feasibility of pulling the Daytona off for nearly every wrist size is still true with this version. Case thickness gets a significant reduction of about 0.5 millimeter down to 11.9 millimeters in total. And the lug-to-lug clocks in at 47.6 millimeters, with the lugs receiving more of a dramatic downward turn. The crown guards have received a facelift as well, and they're now broader and less pointed than the previous iteration. Another noticeable detail is the bezel, which now edges the Cerachrome tachometer bezel with a stainless steel ring that's integral to the case, appearing to give an added level of protection to the ceramic material. This will no doubt open up some debate on whether this is an aesthetic improvement over the former. Water resistance remains at 100 meters thanks to the closed case back, screw down crown, and screw down pushers. The bracelet end link has been modified to fit the form of the new lug design, maintaining its 20 millimeter lug width. The Oyster bracelet features brushed outer links and polished center links matching the anterior elements of the central case. The bracelet tapers before meeting a fold-over locking Rolex crown sign clasp, incorporating a 5mm Easy Link extension, which is more of an all-or-nothing solution in providing relief compared to something like Glide Lock. The dial sees a few incremental tweaks as well. One of the first changes you'll notice is the use of thinner text. Yes, you'll still find 5 lines of cluttered text below the crown logo at 12. However, it has been tightened up to take up less space. Another noteworthy change to the dial's landscape is the use of thinner rings surrounding the subdials. And this is definitely more noticeable in the Panda version, where the black rings contrast heavily off the white surface. The applied indices follow a similar theme, with their trimmer dimensions recalling the Zenith El Primero powered variants from the 1980s. Another small indicator of the latest generation is the crown nestled beneath the 6 o'clock index, and from there much remains the same, including the pop of red running along the arc of the 60-second register, while the lume-filled hands and markers shine decently.